there?
45 parts.
A top motor mount bolt, some battery fills, and 2 wing nuts for your
Did you want this
thing. Yeah, that's why I grabbed it.
Okay.
Put your nuts in there. Get some of that crappy ass Tribodyne oil in there.
Yep.
Some spark plugs.
Spark plugs. Main sprocket.
Yeah, there you go.
Primary sprocket. Original NOS kicker lever.
You go. You're good to go. What are you taking my lever for?
Because
What?
I want it on the transmission.
Yeah, well, the transmission's over here.
All right. Well, you won't fix me up with that bolt.
You haven't told me you wanted the bolt yet.
Well, I want the bolt.
Well, you haven't told me that.
All right. Jesus.
Picky, aren't you?
Well,
Where's your kicker cover at?
I don't know. You worked on it. Also, I was hoping to put the pedal on, but that ain't going to happen today. You're doing shirts.
You haven't brought your pedal home yet.
No.
I'm working over here on the Harley parts.
Yeah, I know that.
So where's it at?
Oh, hey, there it is, right there.
Oh, over there?
Kicker cover.
Right where you left it?
Wow, look at that.
Right where you left it last night before you went home? Guess what that does?
Reams it out.
Maybe.
There's a big old booger in there.
There's a big booger in there.
And what's this? It looks like a little extra porosity up here.
Porosity in there.
Yep, well, I don't like that there, but a little bit of goop Bondo will fix that.
When that stupid acetylene torch ran out, that's all you got. I tried to silver solder it, but it didn't quite work very well.
But is it strong?
Well, do you see that copper looking shit?
Yeah.
That's called silver solder.
Now, who did this?
Somebody dropped it on the floor a couple times.
No, you knocked that edge off.
Drug it down the street.
Because this is a Taiwan Teddy part.
And deburred it. What was that name again?
I can't even look. He'll come looking for me. Look at that, how they filled that in.
Yeah, that's why the bushing didn't come out.
Yeah, well, I wish we'd have known that
before. If they didn't have it covered that stupid ass paint they had on, you would have known that.
Do you think that was paint or powder coat?
So anyway, it's silver braze rod in here, and then I went back over it with a regular brass rod.
Well, it's not going to bust out.
To fill in the void, and I didn't want to bond for squat. And I filled in that whole big hole on the backside over here. See the hole? I filled I filled in with brass, but not very good because there's a big turd right under there. So now I have a problem. The hole doesn't go all the way through. So here, you're in charge of this.
Okay.
So now we got to make this work. I'm thinking that's going to go right on there somehow.
I think you ought to go in the R&D department at Big Twin, V-Twin.
For V-Twin?
Yeah.
Get them squared away?
Shit. I don't think there's any squaring them away, is there?
I don't know.
Look, whoever's complaining about getting seasick watching these videos, I better go get the
You better close your eye.
Yeah, no, your eye. Hold on to this a minute, because I can't hold... Fuck. Excuse me.
I'm working.
All right, well, then I'll go get the thing.
Yeah, you work that.
I don't blame him for being seasick. I don't like seasickness either.
I don't know what the problem is. I watch the videos. I don't get sick.
Yeah, well, you're an enthusiast.
You drop on the floor again?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. There.
Doing right?
Well, I'm hoping so.
What about left?
Did you ever have a Harley Davidson with the number 1 on it? Shirt? T-shirt?
Nope.
Why not?
Why would I want one?
Because those are bitchin'.
I don't like them.
I always thought they were great.
I always like the Harley Davidson racing shirt.
I always thought when...
but I'm too cheap to buy a shirt from them out.
When
place.
Evel Knievel was your uncle, wasn't he? Well, he could have been.
Tell my mother that. She'll tell you what you should do.
No, it was your dad's brother. I didn't mean no disrespect.
She liked you.
I just thought Evel Knievel, he was an American hero. Are you kidding?
Shit.
Nobody liked him, but I liked him.
Dumbass.
I don't care.
Fucking drunk.
He was a businessman.
Fucking drunk.
All right. Well, that could be. Did you ever meet him?
Another drunk biker.
Huh?
Another drunk biker.
Did you ever meet him?
No, what do I need to meet him for?
Because he would have been fun.
Your idea and my fun are not the same.
Well, you knew Mel Thornton, though.
Yeah, I couldn't help it.
I know. I couldn't either.
He was in the Antique Motorcycle Club.
Yes, he was. Who's got all Evil's bikes now? Who built his motors?
When they went national, I quit.
Did do you think Harley built Evil's motors? No.
Probably didn't like them.
Well, they sure put enough. He sure did enough sponsorship for him.
Yeah, but they didn't like them though.
They didn't. Why? Because he was a big mouth.
Yeah, everything that they didn't want.
Well, all I know is, like him or not, he could ride the rear wheel. I was impressed as a kid.
He was good at falling down too.
I didn't want to be like him, but I thought he was pretty cool. Look what kids got to look forward to now. Role models.
Alan.
Not me. I got enough trouble keeping myself together.
How's the filming going over there? You're not even
Good.
You're not even watching what I'm doing.
All right. Well, I was actually getting your expressions as you were reminiscing about Evel Knievel.
About the drunk biker?
Well, I didn't know he was a drinker. Never drank with him.
Couldn't ride a bike very well. Kept falling off.
Somewhere along the line, he it wasn't pretty, I imagine.
He's a good promoter, though.
Well, that's usually, you know, you got to promote yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, to the viewing audience here, thanks for recommending me to the merchandising and oil sales department of Tetro Machine.
You're in charge of that department.
He poo-pooed it. I'm looking for a job, but he poo-pooed it, so I appreciate your support anyways. Thanks, bud.
Who was that?
I don't know, the comment on your email there. T-shirt, merchandise, and oil sales.
There you go.
There you go.
You're in charge.
That's all the same department, isn't it? It's kind of all together.
Yeah, you're it.
But that was a compliment, and I appreciate it.
The only problem is you're leaving for a while.
Well, I'm just a month. I'll be back.
I always get to go up and down with this damn milling machine.
These are these wonderful stroker motor cases.
That's what I'm supposed to be working on.
45 stroker motor cases.
Look at a stack of them there.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be working on that stuff.
And they're going to where? Japan?
No.
Look at this one here. This one. You guys are
San Diego, one's mine and one's
you guys are really gonna like that one. Look at that.
What's wrong with that one?
Oh, that one's sick.
Sick?
Yeah, it got a headache.
I fixed it.
Or a bellyache, as they say in
What
them.
about the exhaust port side of it?
Well, why don't you explain here what we're doing?
Explain what? What's to explain? It had a bad valve guide and it had a bad exhaust port.
Yeah, well, we can fix all that here at Tetro's.
I did fix it.
Okay, wow, look at that.
You gotta try welding that stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
Huh? No, I'm not laughing at all. I was only kidding about the porosity there on that kicker cover.
Didn't sound like you're joking to me.
No, here at Tetro Machine, if you don't like it, bring it back.
If you don't like it, tough shit. If I say it's good enough, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for everybody. Here, I'll level that out adequately for you. Is that straight? No. Who did that? There, how about that one? We only do stuff very accurately around here. That looks pretty close. All right. Look how accurate that drill is. Reamer.
What is it, actually bend, or is it in the jaws that way?
It doesn't matter, it's not going true.
Oh. That's not a good sign.
It isn't. It's good enough for you. Who cares?
Okay. I Guess I have to live with that.
That's right.
Actually, all it does is push the throw-out bearing in.
Supports the throw-out bearing.
Yes, it does.
All right. Turn on. Zero that out. And this side. A few more down. That's good. All right. Zero. Okay, now you go all the way down the bottom and determine if it's straight down here on the bottom.
And you do that by eyeball?
Yep. What size hole is that?
I don't know. These are called step blocks. I learned this the other day.
23/64, whatever that is. 359.
How do you get the torch down in there that deep?
359, it just lays in there and you go for it and it burns you. So you gotta have a high temperature torch.
Well, that's what I was going to say, to reach out.
Okay, here's 359 out. 358 is pretty close to 359, isn't it?
Don't know.
I don't know. Who does know? Okay, so now we gotta go over here and eyeball it.
Oh, look at that. Boy, that's precise.
Not really, because it's off. I was off by that far.
Okay.
I'll go back up here and see how much it moved on top, because you know it moved. So you zero out the 1. The x-axis up here doesn't move. We're playing with the y-axis.
A lot of math involved in this machinery stuff. What was your major in college? Math?
College?
Yeah.
I went to machine shop class in college. That's all I did. I could give a squat about any other class.
You mean you weren't captain of the varsity football team or anything?
No.
Did you get a Letterman jacket in machining?
Yeah, sure.
Did you?
Sure.
You should have.
Sure. Sounds good. I have more important shit to do than sit around some stupid ass ball field.
Yep, me too.
I went home and worked on my military bike. Something important. Okay, so I say you eyeball that?
Yeah.
How do you know? You weren't even watching.
Yeah, I was. I got it.
So you put it in there and you get you center up in line this way.
Uh-huh.
This direction here.
Okay. Which is X axis and Y? X is...
Y goes that way, X goes this way.
Okay. What's perpendicular then?
So I already centered up on top of the hole. So when you put the drill in here straight up and down, and this is in line, then this will line up with that when it goes all the way through.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even though you can't do it right now because it's got a big wad of crap.
Yeah, right, right.
So that's how you align things. The other way is you come off of the surface here.
So when you're doing 2 holes at once, that's virtually line boring,
See, I came off this way and I was looking down the hole right here.
Okay.
But right now this is pointing like, I moved this up a little bit, I think.
Okay.
That's where I went down. I don't remember. But anyway, these are not really a machine surface on the top too much.
Right.
It's just kind of like cast. So that's not exactly 100%. It gets you close.
Okay.
Then I came back and did the final. Okay, now you torque it so it stays put while you ring it. Spend all your time on setup for 20 seconds of cutting.
Yeah, but that's important.
A little bit. Okay, so now back to 0. So you got the 0 up here.
Now, what is that number telling you?
That's thousandths of an inch.
Yeah, but what is that measuring?
Now we moved it 69 thousandths that way, so we'll put that back.
What did that measure? What does that show? What is it measuring on the machine? Where is those numbers on the machine?
That's that point in space right now is what that is.
Okay.
See how it's 0, 0?
Yeah, but what is 0, 0?
That means I'm centered on this hole.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my reference point.
Okay.
I zeroed it, so I'm at 0 on this point.
Okay.
And every time I can move it all over the place and come right back to where I'm at.
Okay, that's I was wondering.
So I take the reamer, I put it down on the hole, and if the reamer's not kicking over, when you go like this, see how it doesn't move all that much when you look at it? Look at it from this view, you can see it. You don't need to be real close like that. When you come back, you can see it's not kicking over like that when you hit it.
Okay.
See how it stays pretty well straight?
Yeah.
So that means you're pretty much centered on this hole.
Okay.
I purposely ground it halfway around.
To give it a...
But not 100% round, so it's going to want to go, it needs to go this way further.
Okay.
So I have to offset this number up here by a little bit to make it go all the way through straight. I'm trying to use the bushing over here as a reference point, but it's not going to want to do that.
Right, well you're trying to save some of the bushing too.
Yeah, but it's going to cut some of the bushing out. Now I welded the bushing, so I took the heat treat out of the bushing. If it had any in there, it ain't there now.
Okay.
So this is going to be partially bushing and partially brass.
Okay.
Because it's gonna kick over a little bit.
But there again.
Now I can come up here and kick this over like 5 thou. Like this. See, this is thousands, that's tenths of thousands.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So now look how the reamer kicks over now. See how it moves over?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But see, I want to cut more of the brass in here. Now another thing I do when I do it, I hold it like this when I'm coming down.
To get it started.
That way it doesn't cut into the steel so much.
Okay. You
also do it at low RPM. So I'm going to put this in low RPM. So instead of being at this speed, we're at this speed. But I want to get a little bit close. I want to get about 125 RPM, I think. So there's 125. So now I'm going to push my thumb. So you can see how it's cutting the brass. And it's probably cutting the steel a little bit too, but now see how it goes right down nice and it's not kicking over
as
anymore?
a pilot.
Like I said, I was pushing on it pretty good with my thumb.
Okay.
Now you keep the drills, the reamers smooth, so when you push against them it doesn't hurt you.
Right.
Because you can rub on it, it doesn't hurt you. You know, it's not turning fast enough to make enough friction to hurt anything. So now we're in there, now we just go right on through it. It's on whatever center it's going to be at, it's on it. There's no changing at this point. You have to bore it. Bore and you can move around. Reamers are going to go where they want to go. Through, and it should go all the way through. It's a little bit off center down here at the bottom. I don't know why it's not going through that bushing. It should have went all the way through that bushing. It's weird. See how it's kicking over? When I shove it? And see I'm still hitting on the side up here. That's why it doesn't want to go over. So if I push it right through right now, I'd make it oval on the bottom, which we don't want to do. So these are not, they're not in line with each other. They're,
gotcha.
This one here, it's over here a little bit. So when it kicked over, it kicked this way. And if you look at the hole, see how it's not clean on this side?
Okay.
So it cut that direction.
So what can we do?
Kicked me off center here.
What can we do about that?
Well, the lever's loose enough, it probably won't matter.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to have to go mock it up and see if it fits on there. That's the next thing to do. If it doesn't line up, then all I can do is shove this thing through and try to line them up a little bit better, but that just makes things looser. But I want to do it with a reamer, I'll probably hone it. Okay, so now we need our bolts and our arm. You brought those, didn't you?
I did not.
Why not? You know they're working today.
Oh boy.
Where'd you put them at?
Look at this nice setup here, ready to install pistons, rings, all done. This is for that panhead Tetros drag bike in the back. He pulled the shovel heads off, he's putting the panheads back on it. Nicely done.
You can take the bolts home with you, did you?
Did not.
Okay, they're right here. Okay. So here's the new arm. The NOS arm, the Harley one.
Parkerized.
These are the Colony bolts with the bushings that we can't use now. Okay, now this hopefully will fit into here.
Look at that. Wow.
Nice, good fit.
Nice.
Just loosen up to be freely drop in the hole. So you got an extra probably 3 thou clearance maybe. But now I got the brass is a lot thicker. See, the brass will take the whole stud now instead of just a little thin bushing.
Right.
Because I brazed it all the way through.
So now are you going to thread that?
No, these levers would hold it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
Now I got to make sure this goes down here. And see how this does not fit in here?
Yep.
So that means something happened down here. So that's part of the reason why it doesn't go in.
So are you going to turn that upside down?
I'm taking it off and hand drew it.
Okay.
The bushing, this should go right in the arm, but it's not for whatever reason. We're losing the setup at this point because I'm not going to be able to repeat where we're at.
Right.
It's not this exact spot. So this is now no longer being used.
Turn that off.
We don't need it.
Oh boy, that thing's ugly.
That's what they make paint for. So I'm going to have to grind this excess off right here because the drop brain will hit on it.
Okay.
We're sticking through. I was pushing so hard on it, the brass got soft so you can move it, and I actually shoved it down because I had that cut flush before in here.
Mm-hmm.
Going to deburr a little bit. Which one is that? That's not the right one. Deburring tool. Now, see that does not go in there. Yet it should, obviously. Now I can put it back in a mill and turn it on and bring it up and hold it into it. Here, but as soon as it drives, it'll rip the damn thing out of my hand and
right.
Fling around all over the place.
We've had that done before.
Because I can't turn the mill on and off quick enough.
Right.
I'm using my 2 hands to hold the damn tool.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So we're going to use a drill motor that I got no control over.
Okay.
Cut a lot of metal out of there. See, they never cut the back side of the hole away here.
Okay, yeah.
That's why the bushing one, that's why this one goes inside of it. See how now it goes in there?
Yeah, now it does.
See how it overlaps into the metal?
Yeah.
See, the bushing end's right here, but it goes in, they can go in deeper. So they never finished it correctly.
Hold it this way. Yeah.
So this might not have even worked the way it was out of the box either. You never know. So that's why this one go all the way through, is because it wasn't that the alignment was off. See how my alignment goes pretty close now?
Yeah, not bad.
The problem is they didn't cut the damn cover away. Now, if I jammed it through this way all the way through,
it would have walked it.
Shoved it way over here and it would have cut the whole side of this bushing away.
Right.
So I went this other direction. It still made the bushing looser.
Yeah, but it's better.
But it's a lot more. It's a lot
yeah.
better.
I like it.
So once again, it was not quite made correctly. Typical, what was that name again?
I'm not saying. I don't want to insult anybody.
We wouldn't do that, would we? lock keeps it from going too deep. Now the lever is threaded here.
Yes.
Not the cover. And we still have to clean all these parts up. They're not. They're dirty. And we got to paint the paint this thing too. See all this in-play they got in here? See the bushing probably, the bolt probably doesn't go all the way in anyway. So not being completely reamed probably wouldn't matter. Because they made the thing so small, you know, so much slop and everything, they don't, there's enough room probably.
So let me ask you, on those V-twin complete kit bikes, how do they put the thing all together?
They don't.
Well, it shows you there that the bike was built completely out of parts.
Yeah, but it comes in a box.
All right. Well, so somebody spent hours making everything fit.
They never tell you about that part of it.
Well, I'm going to say, because obviously everything that we've done needs a little fine tweak.
Yep.
Virtually every part.
Yep.
I mean, and I'm not surprised. It's just that's what you get.
Now, right now, this is not starting. There it goes.
Boy, look how nice that is. Wow.
Don't exactly have the right tool here to use.
Uh-huh. That came out of the Harley toolkit. And that's all real fine thread.
They're binding slightly.
We're going to put a little bit of that clover lapping compound on there. Can you set the preload on that?
See, it's got.
It should move freely.
It should move freely, but it's not. It's binding.
Is that because the axis is off?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I thought.
Well, something's off. I don't know. If
No, I see.
That, there's not enough free play in the system to make everything work correctly.
But a little bit of adjustment will help, huh?
It's called fine tuning.
Yeah, but it works.
Well, that's what they make hammers for.
Back in the old days, they used
Mainly
a
on this
stone
side.
axe.
Stone axe. So now it's got basically zero free play and everything right now.
Right.
So it's not, it won't rattle.
I like it.
It's tight when you're way out there, but you're not supposed to be way out there. It's still got a little, it still touches on a little bit. See, it's not exactly free. So.
Okay.
Now,
But we haven't assembled it with a little lube in there yet either.
Now you can see how it sticks through, and it is into the steel.
Mm-hmm.
You know where the steel overhang is?
Yeah.
So the bolt's still will get in that area that they didn't cut away, which might be what we're dragging on right now.
Now, how's that going to work with the throwout bearing on there? That indexes into the size of that hole.
Yeah, well, this stuff's all going to wear itself to fit pretty quickly.
No, but I mean the bolts are too long.
Oh, in here?
Yeah. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it is there a little bit, isn't it? I imagine that's pretty much undersized anyway. See, this is free to go back and forth a little bit too.
Okay, well, like you said, it'll wear in.
But I'd have to see if they're the throwout bearing's even close to those bolts.
Well, the way to find is to put it on the trans, right?
No, you pull the bearing out and you put it in there
Oh.
and see what it does. That's how you do it.
All right. Well, we've already got that all in there and greased.
Mm-hmm. No, you just pull it out and check it. It's not in there permanently.
No.
It slides in and out. But I do have to clean this because I don't want to contaminate that new Tribalon grease. So.
Okay, good.
So I'm going to take this apart, go clean it, and then we'll be back.
Okay, thanks.
There you go. What are you doing over there?
Shaking paint. Your
Why?
light's not on.
Why are you shaking paint?
Because this stuff is alkyd paint or
I have
whatever.
paint on. When am I lighting on?
And the
Somebody broke my light switch, Alan. There it goes.
the heavy parts of the paint settle to the bottom.
Oh.
You don't take the time to shake it.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
whatever.
come out.
Okay, I cleaned this up. So now I'm going to see if it fits on the transmission here. Alan's too tired to film, so
No, I like it when you film there, Tatro.
Yeah, you like
the
it.
audience doesn't get seasick.
she likes it when I do everything. That's the problem.
Well,
Okay, we're going to take off his tampon cover. Now we're going to see if this thing clears.
you got bolts on there.
So I know what I'm doing. I'm checking to see if it clears. It's got about an 1/8 of an inch clearance almost in there.
Too much?
It has clearance, so
okay.
It should clear.
Okay, good.
Whether it clears right now assembled, I don't know. Right now, I just checked it without. You weren't filming, so you can't see anything.
I think you're a better film.
And I need a 2x4. You got a short 2x4 laying around over there?
Where would we have one?
Somewhere over there.
Here, got it.
Need a short one though, not a long one.
Well, about 18 inches.
I'd rather have a short one, but whatever.
Here you go.
So if you put a 2x4 into the tranny, it holds it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now you do realize this is in the way.
What? Okay. Hey, by the way, folks, we got the order of t-shirts in, so all sizes, all colors, long and short sleeve are back in stock in the Pro Shop, right? We just haven't inventoried them yet.
I don't know about in stock. They're sitting on the floor in boxes.
Well, watch the...
What'd you just break down there?
Oh, this junk
What's he
piston.
breaking down there? That was my brand new piston. You
No, I don't think so.
Look at it. It's got brand new writing on it and everything.
Yeah, this is to show the customers.
That's down there in the junk pile?
Yeah.
That's in the Tribodyne selection?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Well, we use that for comparison.
Now, when they see this video in 10 years and you say there's new shirts and then we don't have them, what are you going to do?
Well, check the website. We just haven't stocked the shelves yet. We got a whole warehouse just full of merchandise like that.
Yeah, right.
Well,
yeah.
We do.
I don't call this a warehouse. I call it a shop.
Well, Florida. Well, no. This is the working shop. That's not the storage shop.
This isn't like Taiwan Teddy's shop. We actually have parts here that work.
Taiwan Teddy. Come on, baby. Go on there. Ooh.
Doesn't fit.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Somebody's got the throw-out bearing that's sticking up too far. Now you have to shove it all the way in like that. Somebody's got them 50-year-old seal or 75-year-old seals over there. They're nice. They're doing a good job.
Boy, they are.
Yeah, those aren't just falling apart over there. Now, see, we don't know if this is going to fit or not because we haven't actually put it on the tranny yet. We halfway put it on before, but not all the way.
You want to put a little grease on that line-up pin?
No, I want to beat in with a big hammer, but I don't have a big hammer. I just have this one.
You know, the viewers always comment on your heavy-handed use of the hammer.
You've got to have a hammer to work on.
Well, no, I got it. At least we're not using steel on steel.
I have that over here.
Yeah, I know. Somebody commented that looked like a well-used hammer.
Well
How many
used.
years?
In the right size, too. I use it for
Yeah.
everything. It's the right size. A pound and a half works for everything.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
If you need something bigger or smaller, they're available, but that's the one you use the most. That's the right size. Now, you didn't have any nuts over to use. I'm going to use my nuts.
Yeah, those look like butternuts to me, but...
They are, but I have them here.
Okay.
And you didn't bring over any more nuts. I could use your nuts, but...
Well, we have them there.
I got these ones right here. These are actually grade 5 nuts we're using, not butternuts. But
now, is there any no lock washer underneath them?
I mean, I'm locking it up right now. There's no paint on here yet.
No,
either.
I understand. What's that top hole on the kicker cover?
Before we waste time painting this, we're going to see if it fits.
Is that where the chain oiler drips on the top through that little hole?
No.
And where does that... I have a new chain oiler. Where does that come off of?
Comes off the motor.
Okay. Boy, look how nice that goes together. Man, oh man.
It's actually going on pretty hard. Just push it on. Pull together. Okay, now it's on. Is this going to clear? Look at that, it fits.
Sure does. Yeah, look How could it disengage the clutch?
The clutch is adjusted wrong.
Is that due to the springs or the adjustment nut?
I think the bozo that put it together didn't adjust it correctly. Did you have work on this before?
San Diego company.
Someone in San Diego. Okay, so you have to adjust the arm over here. See how the arm goes over here? Okay, we're bottomed out on the throw-up bearing. That's because I got the nut on there, see that? There we go.
Should that thing be straight up?
I don't know where it belongs. I guess it goes about in this area here. You have to kind of eyeball it.
Wow.
A good view of my elbow there. See, Alan doesn't want to do any filming. He wants to sit on his butt and watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn.
Okay, so you can see how the mechanism here, where the radius of that bracket there hits on the inside of the throw-out bearing. The center line of this is right through here, so you'll get a guess where that centerpiece is. It's about 1/8 of an inch in. So when you work the clutch by pulling in, you got to hold this. Then take a view from this angle. So as the clutch works, see, it goes over center, and that's your sweet spot. Right over center is a sweet spot. You do have quite a bit of free play on these. I might be a little bit too far that way yet. So we come over here and we just do like a half a turn out of here, about here. Bring the nut down just to kind of hold it.
So it's much like the clutch on a car. You get about you don't want to preload that bearing, so you give you a little bit of free play, right?
Yeah, well, when you get hooked up in the bike, you'll see where the pedal and everything comes in at. But
okay.
Right now, because the cable's made the right length, so it puts in the right area.
Right, right.
But right now, this is probably pretty close. I know they have a lot of free play like this, but we don't want to get so far that it bottoms out. See how I'm almost bottoming out in here on the nut?
Yes.
I might actually be bottoming out in the nut there.
Yes, you are. You're touching.
Yeah, so that means I'm probably a little bit too far in. But the clutch doesn't go that far when you use it. But I can put that half turn back I took out. It'll probably go that far again anyway because there's nothing keeping it from going that far. So you see how the clutch releases over here?
Yes.
See, now I can adjust the clutch because see now I'm moving it in and out. But the problem is I can't hold it and do it because it's awkward. I have to put a lot of pressure on it. So I'm looking at the pressure plate here to see if it comes out evenly.
It does.
Looks like it's pretty even to me.
It appears to be.
Okay, now I got to try to pull on it. See, I can't pull and twist.
What do you want me to do?
Well, somehow I have to hold the tranny then because I'm putting pressure here.
All right.
Rotate this 90 degrees. Ready? Ah, the clutch has to release. Okay, see if it'll rotate.
It will not.
Okay. So you have to be able to release it to make it go. So we're not getting enough. We got too much drag on things. The plate should be releasing, but I can't do it because I can't hold the tranny. I need a third hand here. That should rotate right now. But anyway, it looks like it's pretty good. Now if I just rotate it like this, I can look at it and make sure looks like it's pretty even coming out. It looks pretty even to me.
Now
I want the pressure plate to come out evenly.
Now, why would it be? You said the other day if it doesn't come out that you take the adjustment up on the nuts, but these are all equidistant right now.
Yeah, but that only works if everything is perfectly on center and the springs are all equal all the way around.
Well, you relaxed it by actually being able to work the clutch.
A good quality spring, it's going to have pretty equal pressure, and these are pretty good springs, so it's pretty equal pressure.
Okay.
But a lot of times they're really different. You know, this outer plate will wobble, you know, a quarter inch in and out. But this one here looks like it's pretty even. And it's releasing pretty even. Once again, when it's all on the bike, that's when it really matters. You check it. You want to pull the clutch in, rotate this 90 degrees, do it. It should rotate freely. You know, once you break through the drag initial plate, it should just turn freely after that. And so you just have to play with it. But right now it's rough adjusted about where it is.
The one thing I liked you said...
You get it where you want it, you got to lock the nut down. So I'm going to lock the nut down. That should be tight. And right now we're flush. See, everything's flush.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily how it's supposed to be. That's just how it is right now. But it is releasing everything, and it's come out pretty evenly.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so everything seems to appear to be clearing over here. If it's hitting on these studs in here, I can't feel it because it's working freely. There's no binding. You know, obviously I'm hitting the nut over here, but
but it shouldn't. It shouldn't take that much actuation to free the clutch up enough to shift.
No, it won't.
I mean, you want to pull the plates apart, get into the next gear, and then let them come back together.
Yeah, we have a lot of travel is what I'm doing right now. All right, so this all seems to be working correctly. And see, now this is starting to loosen up a little bit because I'm using it.
Again, what was that top hole in the kicker cover there?
This here's for the chain guard.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, okay. Yep.
And the chain oiler goes underneath the kicker stud.
Okay.
The little bracket on it.
The little bracket, and it drips there.
It goes across the trend. It comes out of the motor, goes up, around, over the top, and back down.
Okay.
And it goes underneath the kicker stud on the little bracket on the oiler.
And those are usually
the chain guard.
Those are usually gone, but Tatro Machine stocks those.
And the oiler comes around the back side of the chain guard and goes underneath it.
Okay.
The chain guard's up high up here. You got this gap under here.
And you have those, correct?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Okay, nice, because I have one.
So that's how they work. And then the kicker arm goes in here. After you get all this in, you put the kicker arm.
Okay.
Now you can't adjust the spring tension once this is in. Because it gets stuck under here.
Yeah.
So you have to adjust this tension before that happens. So right now this is not any tension on here. So we have to jack this spring more, but we have to guess what it is. Because to change it, we got to pull the cover back off.
Gotcha.
So you got to kind of go back and forth on these things a little bit.
Yeah, but we're going to still paint. Yeah, we're all right.
Okay, right now I'm going to go ahead and paint it. Put some paint on this because it's everything appears to be working correctly at this point, except my throat. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull these studs out and look to see where the throat bearing is at right now.
Okay.
Where's the big wrench at? There it is. We're also going to have to lock these tabs down once we do this. Once we get these where we want them. Yeah. Awkward doing this on the bike. Okay. If these were hitting anywhere, we should see something on the tip of these with a little mark on them or something.
Yeah, and we don't.
Everything looks clean.
Yeah.
Yep. So here's your throwout bearing. So you can see that's pretty close. But it wasn't enough that we could tell it was hitting on anything.
Right. Mm-hmm. Could that be the reason why it's not turning properly when you actuated the clutch?
No, this is the bearing.
Okay.
The outer bearing stays here. The center part's what rotates.
I gotcha.
So it has no. It doesn't matter. You can lock that thing solid on this side.
And that's why there's a Zerk fitting on this to grease this.
We'll put grease in this area because this has to be lubed.
Gotcha.
So this all looks like it's really, really close in here because when we tighten these things down, they're going in almost flush.
Right.
So we're down just about at zero clearances.
Yep. Right.
So.
Is that natural that touches that bearing so it doesn't turn?
It shouldn't touch that area. Where's the other one at? Now we want to know exactly what kind of clearance we got. We measure it. Looks like about 341. We're like around 360, 370 overall width. So I can take this, put them together, and measure it, and see where we're at on that. Probably going to be pretty close, I bet. if I know where these things are going to be at, I can go ahead and I can put a little arc in there.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for you to say. I thought you might suggest that. But it's zero clearance anyways, so you're okay.
Well, I don't know what it is.
If for some reason they were too long, you could do that.
This is what I am on the... See how close it is?
Mm-hmm.
We're within 15 thou or 10 thousandths of hitting. So they're probably just rubbing against it. It's not enough to hit it, but it's enough to rub on it.
Okay.
So it's right there. So they're a little bit along. So you should have some kind of a gap. Because you don't want to be making that thing. You don't want to be rubbing on the outside of the bearing. It's not made to be rubbed on the housing.
I gotcha.
It's made to be rubbed on this part here where it's heat treated. The outer housing is not heat treated. So these here wouldn't hurt to be ground on a little bit. So to do that, we're going to have to tighten these down as tight as we're going to use them. So that means tighten them down pretty damn hard right now. That's probably about where I'm going to put them at. So now I can take these and mark them.
Would you do that with a die grinder?
Yeah. Or I can do it with a pedestal grinder. It doesn't matter. Just grind it. So I'm going to put those in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it. Red one. Okay, so I'm going to mark it as being upright. Is right here. And this is the left one. Straight up. Right one. Okay, so I marked them, so I know now that we have to grind on the top here. And I can go ahead and put a little mark up on here too, but we don't need much, just a little nick on the corner is all you need. And then that'll give you tons of clearance. So it's not something you normally have to do,
but you're just making it nice. Yeah,
we're just making sure we got extra clearances. So. And the ink should come off of the CAD, so you won't see it. If you do this right, it's a lot easier. Okay, so now all I gotta do is grind these a little bit. So we're gonna grind this a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and paint this, and then we can come back and put it together. Probably not for the last time, but at least the last time for a little while.
Well, we're getting awful close.
Till you get it in the bike. And we have brand new nuts to go on here once we figure out where they are. Now there's room to put lock washers in here. See how the stud has room for a lock washer?
Mm-hmm.
So you can either put a lock washer in there or you can put Loctite in there. But the kit probably came with a lock washer, I bet. It's probably how Harley did it. Some lock washers and new nuts. So you just put those against there and tighten them down, you'll be fine. Lock washer, you're going to tend to tear up the housing a little bit, but how many times you can take it on and off, you know. Ideally, you want to have a flat washer and then a lock washer, or a flat washer with Loctite. The lock washer's on there because you're actually designed to take this on and off to do other stuff. So it's not like it's going to be permanently installed in there. Okay, now somebody beat this on with by pulling it. So now
they tapped it on.
Now we gotta get it off.
Look at that. Just need a little persuasion.
You have to have a big enough hammer to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is that uses a screw. Oh.
But you notice I'm not beating it. I'm not.
I'm with you. I know. I was just joking.
It's on there just enough to get.
Just enough. Yeah.
It's a plug fit. So anyway, it's a nice tight fit going on, but we'll just make it a little bit better.
You're going to paint the inside too?
Well, you want the rust?
No, I would suggest painting it.
Okay, well, I'd say we got to go paint it.
Okay.
So where's the painter at?
Right there.
Where?
Paint's right there.
I said the painter, not the paint.
Oh, you want me to paint it? I'll paint it.
Which one are we using?
The same as the top cover there.
Oh, the same as this pukey looking green on top? Okay. Yeah, I don't like this pukey one. I like the other one.
Yeah, I know. That's a funky color, isn't it?
Different colors.
Yeah, but you like different colors. But you like the more marine dark green.
Why don't you paint the other can? Be a little different.
I didn't bring any. Those two cans are the same.
I thought we had early and late.
No, we got primer and 2 cans of the same.
Oh, I thought there was 2 different ones.
No, they're both the same.
Well, then you see, you didn't bring any paint. So
that took it home, or it's gone. You're many miles away already.
We're stuck using whatever you left.
Yeah, but it's okay. It'll look great. It looks great.
And Chip used the other can up. That was probably the early one.
I think he brought his own, didn't he?
He bought it some later on, but first I used mine.
Oh,
for yours.
Oh, there you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
Of course, he painted right over the rust on his.
Well, I was helping him out.
Yeah. That you have a tendency of doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't need any paint on my bike. My bike's original. So, all right, we're gonna go do some painting.
All right.
Right on the camera.
Yep. All right.